actually ASMR, and people love ASMR.
We're not an ASMR channel.
No, but people like it.
I can't breathe.
Why?
I don't know. I just can't breathe.
Oh, okay. It's a little hot in here. It's been a little humid in the house.
Yeah, it has been. It's summertime.
Yeah, you're right about that. Well, guys, it's been a little bit of a hiatus, as you guys have been mentioning in the comments. Sorry to the most recent person.
Have you guys been saying that? No one even tells me what you guys have been saying. What are they saying?
No one tells you? Who would tell you?
You.
Me?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm telling you now because this is a podcast-related business on the pod.
What are they saying?
They're just asking where we were. We're at 1,050, I think, subs. And someone just said...
broke up.
Shut the heck up. Oh,
I'm
you want
kidding.
views?
I'm starting rumors.
Is that for the thumbnail?
That was for the thumbnail.
Wow.
No, we didn't break up, though. I did almost break up with Aaron today. So.
What?
Yeah, over text. Over text.
I don't even remember that.
When Columbia lost.
Oh, yeah. I almost broke up with myself. I almost committed an act.
I don't even want to talk about it. Like, I've actually never felt anything for a sports game in my life, but today...
Even when you were in Columbia and they played in the finals?
Yeah, for some reason, like, this hurt more than even when I was in Columbia. I think because I really needed a win today.
Mm.
Like, I really needed a win, and I think that for some reason... This time, like, I just had more faith that Columbia would win.
Yeah.
And I think I was a little bit more engaged.
Yes.
And I was following it on social media, and usually I don't follow it on social media. And I think I just, like, I had faith that we could take it, and it just felt like a necessary thing. I had just been with my family. We were really excited about it. We were just talking about it. And, you know, when you're sitting at work all day, like, those are the things that make you excited and proud to be who you are. Like the World Cup, like, I don't know, It unites people in a different way. Absolutely. And it gets them really excited about your country and where you come from. And I mean, I know that I'm American, but like I go Colombia all the way, obviously. And the US got out anyway. But
they fricked up, yeah.
I don't know.
What I will say about it, and something that I did notice in this game in particular, is whenever there would be a foul, whenever there would be any sort of, you know, it can get a little nasty out there. Frick. In a 0-0 scenario.
My bracelet I was showing you guys.
Yeah. Every single time they would pick each other up, the opposing team. Oftentimes it was Colombia. They would pick up the other player and they would like touch the back of their head, or they would touch their arm, or they would shake hands. It was giving like the end of Talladega.
Oh yeah, Aaron came to NASCAR with me for the first time, you guys.
Nice. Throwback to one of our first episodes where we discuss the lore of NASCAR. I went for the very first time, and wow, you guys, that is the literal definition of Americana. Let me break down to you that entire week, because I'm not a sporting events guy. The last sporting event I probably went to was at...
Wait, okay. Tell me if this is wrong if we bring this up on the pod.
What?
I think you know.
No.
I think you know.
I don't.
Let me whisper it to you.
Oh, God. Wait, say that again? What are you even saying right now? I'm going to say it out loud because I have... You know we can mute this? Wait, I'm going to put away the mics. No. Wait. No. I can't hear you.
It's funny if I whisper.
Okay. Well. You just gather your composure. Okay. For what? NASCAR? Did you hear a pop?
You.
Oh my God, there's popping.
Think about it.
Okay, I'm thinking.
What are you thinking? Come again.
I come to you. And this is really a visual podcast. I have to freaking blur your mouth out. What does that mean? For what? The World Cup? Was I doing it?
Do you remember?
I heard B. We can disclose this on the pod.
We can?
Yeah,
Is it legal?
I think it's fine.
Okay, let's just lead up to that. Let's lead up to that.
I thought you heard booing in the field. I was thinking about the Mexico game or something.
Okay, let's talk about the lead up to NASCAR. Let's talk about NASCAR.
Guys, it was a week. Wow. Talk about a classic misunderstanding of me not being able to hear Sophia. Yeah, well, I guess you take it away if we're going to lead up to there. I wasn't prepared for that.
Aaron, NASCAR is a very specific crowd. It's a very specific type of crowd. I am the type of person, like when I say I'm going to NASCAR, a lot of people are shocked by that. I go every year. And there is something wholesome Americana about it, but then like you'll see one thing and you're like, do I belong here? You know what I mean? But you know, maybe it's not the most accepting at times. Maybe we're being a little judgmental, but it is definitely like exactly like what you'd think of when you see Talladega Nights, you know? But anyway, I go every year and I decided because Leela was bringing her boyfriend. Yes, Leela has a boyfriend, you guys, and he's from Calabasas. Woodland Hills, sorry. Let me just...
In that area. Yes.
Should I not dox him like that? But they don't know who he is.
I think general area, that's fine. It's like saying at Los Angeles.
Yeah, right? So he's from that area, which is like great for me because then Leela can come visit me more often. So she was going to invite him to NASCAR, which is kind of a big deal because we used to have this thing called the NASCAR curse where everyone who brought a significant other to NASCAR, they ended up breaking up. I don't know if Aaron and I are going to beat that curse yet because this is his first year going.
Wait,
so we'll have to see like in a couple years.
Wait a second. Has
but
Greta's SO been?
I want to say no.
Oh my God.
I want to say no.
T has been.
T has been, and it's been disproven because of that.
I see. Okay.
But yeah, obviously I brought my high school boyfriend and we broke up. But I feel like that's like so... in the past of like people were bringing their high school significant others and then they'd break up that it's just whatever. But the people behind us who we were so sad that they were leaving and like they've been watching us grow up. They were like, these bitches always bring different men.
They said that?
Yeah, they said that.
What do you mean?
Because you get the same seats every year. So they see us bringing like different boyfriends.
They called you guys hoes?
Bitches.
They said bitches?
Yeah.
It was like a woman and her young family.
No. There were like two guys. They can't afford their seats anymore though, so it's actually kind of sad.
Was it the lady who asked us to get out? What? No,
you don't know who I'm talking about. You're not going to know.
Who did they say that to?
They said that about all the girls in the family because we had two boyfriends. But I'm like, Leela's never brought anyone, and you're the second person that I've brought.
But who did they say that to? Just themselves? Amongst themselves?
Yeah. Leela overheard.
It's not right. It's just not right.
I'm getting annoyed by you. I don't know why.
Continue.
Aaron was there. Me and Aaron kind of just walked around. We got some good ass tacos actually. They were some of the best tacos I've ever had in my life. And they were at NASCAR. So good. Anyway, I don't even really know where I'm going with this. I'm in a very pissy mood today and I'm trying to be more positive. So I haven't been complaining to my mom for one day. It's been one day and it's been really hard. It's been really hard for me. I've tried not to say anything negative about my work or about my situation in life because you know what? I am blessed overall. I'm trying to keep a positive mindset. But I think I ended up being more bitter because I didn't like rant a lot throughout the day. So I'm figuring it out.
You feel worse.
I feel terrible right now.
But do you think if you ranted it out, you would feel
better? No.
Okay.
No, because the thing, and love you, Mom, you're never going to watch this, but the thing about, my mom, and I'm sure most moms do because they want to help, is you rant to them and then they're like, here's what you should do. And sometimes those aren't like concrete things that you can actually do in the moment. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, and I'm in a pissy mood. And basically the point is that nothing really happened at NASCAR. It was fine. And Aaron was there. And did you enjoy it?
Whoa, I thought, you took the reins there.
I asked you to take the reins on this podcast.
Well,
and you're just kind of being like a little bit like, like a little bit like flighty today. Like I feel like you're being a little flighty today.
I'm being flighty.
You think I'm being flighty because I tried to break up with you and couldn't
Uh,
be lost?
Look, I'm not saying that you're flighty. I'm not.
I am flighty. I am.
Whoa.
I actually do believe that I'm a flighty person.
What does that mean? I don't even know. Anyway, look, I'm taking the reins back here from you because
Guys, I'm sorry. I know that you don't watch us to fight. Like, I know that.
yes, they do.
No, because Aaron tells me, like, especially in the beginning episodes, like, you 50 extra subscribers, right? Like, you probably haven't been. Are you copying my words right now?
No.
You probably haven't seen us fight. Okay, that's probably not what you came here for. You probably came here for the great chemistry that we have as longtime partners, or for Aaron's feet. But honestly, Aaron has like some of the nastiest feet that I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, truly.
Okay. Why would you isolate our biggest sector of the audience? Second of all, the most recent comment was for your feet to be out. And yes, it was by a woman who was giving us advice. Shout out to you.
What did she
Clearly
say?
the dogs aren't out tonight.
Wait, what? No, they're open. They'll come out at some point, maybe. So keep
Wow, I'm
watching.
really teasing that.
Um,
She just said she really enjoyed and she subscribed, and just a little piece of advice: if the dogs are out, more dogs will come. Anyway, back to the situation, which is NASCAR. Because we're getting to this thing that Sophia was teasing. She whispered into my ear like 50 freaking times. And I couldn't even understand the word that she was saying. So, if you guys know anything about me, it's that I don't know what the term is. It's probably some kind of mental disorder where.
so dramatic.
Are you kidding me? Disrupts my entire life.
Okay, continue.
It's incredible. And when I am not home, when I'm traveling, when I'm out and about, when I'm not staying in my domicile, I cannot go to the bathroom. I'm not talking about number one. I'm talking about number two.
That would be really bad if you couldn't go number one.
Yeah, you would die. You would die immediately. Yeah, number one is always fine. For some reason.
I don't think people even thought of that.
Well, I just wanted to clarify.
Okay, continue.
So, number two has been an issue always. Ever since I was but a boy, it was always a really hard time.
Like when you were a baby, you remember having trouble? Okay, we're both getting annoyed with each other.
Yeah.
Why don't we just throw hands on the pod? Because we both know who would win at that.
Oh my god, oh my god, look at those guns. Jeez. Jeez. Oh my god, just bursting at the seams. So, anyway, nothing was new, but I was hoping NASCAR would be like a new flight for me because, anyway, I just thought it wouldn't be that way and I could be okay. But I'm talking about it's severe. Like, I have to not only, like, laxatives don't move anything. That's how bad we're talking. So it's like, it is like a mental thing. Completely mental, where it just won't happen. It doesn't matter. We were about to leave, I think, for the first day of NASCAR. Your brother and father were ready to go. They were not pleased at the time that we left. They were lovely on the trip, but obviously this is important to them. They want to go on time. And
NASCAR's like Andres' Christmas.
no, it makes total sense. It was time to go. And who was holding up? Well, first, it was Sophia at first. But then B, you come out the door, and I just let out a little fart. Just a little one. And I shit my pants.
I didn't know that.
I didn't tell you?
When did you shit your pants?
The first day. Remember when I have to use the bathroom. Do you remember me saying that?
Oh, yeah, you did tell me that you shit your pants.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I cleaned that up the fastest, like a surgeon, like a delectable surgeon.
Not a delectable surgeon. I feel like we should warn people that this is going to be about poo.
Well, it only gets worse because
it only gets worse from here. And I'm
you
so
want to
sorry.
name it, and I literally wanted to bury this hatchet for at least a decade. And your parents at least need a grandchild before they can catch wind of this. Otherwise, I will be dissolved.
Well, we're going to tell the audience, and my family's not going to watch this.
I hope to God you guys don't rat me out. Because, so I'm a mess. Like, there was also like moderate drinking going on. So, your tummy is just in a rumble. My tummy has already been in a rumble this entire time. So then what happens next is I'm still having a lot of trouble, right?
He tells me that he's going to die if he doesn't go to the bathroom the next day.
I mean, it's been like, 4 days. That's not good. That's a bad situation. It's like almost impossible for me to eat. Like, I'm telling you, it is a problem and I don't know how to solve it. So if you guys have any advice or anything, I've tried everything: meditation, reading, like all these types of things to go
You
to the
have not
bathroom.
meditated on the toilet.
Yes, I have. I
For
literally,
Gran, you've
for
meditated on
Gran,
the
I
toilet.
swear on my life, I've listened to like 20 minutes of YouTube videos. That's for releasing your bowels. Like, you put your legs on the seat, like that. So it's like an extra squat because you want to really open up those channels. And then you just try to relax and like you talk to the poo and being like, I'm ready to release you. It doesn't work. I'm still in my head or something. Or it's funny how crazy the mind works. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
Just say your poo story.
Well, you brought it up, okay?
Okay.
Whoa.
You yelled at me just now. I was calm.
Oh, sorry.
Release.
So anyway, I'm a huge mess. It is the nighttime and I go full stops out.
I was really exhausted. I had just spent a lot of time with my family and I love that. I love that way more than being alone. But usually here, I'm alone, especially since Aaron was gone for the week. So I was a little overstimulated. So I was just scrolling on my phone on the floor and Aaron was like,
She was so tired.
can you get up? Like, you're sitting on my laptop. Like, can you get up? And I was like, I just need 5 minutes of no speaking and I just need to be quiet. I'm so tired. I'm not going to get up and you're going to have to accept
You were
that.
like cuddled onto the floor. I was like laying on the bed being like, I think I'm going to die. And you were like, I love you. But if I don't get like 2 minutes right now, you were just locked in. And you know what? I fully respected it. I knew the mission was mine. And when the time came for help, you were there.
I was.
She was.
So Aaron told me I just took a lot. And this part, like, I don't really understand at all.
Yeah,
Actually, I
please.
still have questions about it. But
Yes.
basically, he's like, I took a suppository.
Yes.
And so it's going to come out. Like, it's going to come out. And we have 2 bathrooms in the house. And one of them is like closer to the bedroom where we were staying.
They're brutally placed.
So, but
it's a normal bathroom,
door,
of course.
or Leela's boyfriend's door was closed.
Yeah.
And so it would have been actually completely fine if Aaron just went to the bathroom like a normal person.
No, I don't know why. Like, I want to. I really want to. I'll turn on the shower. I'll make it really loud in there. I'll even kind of match the shower tone. I'll go, like I'll try to make even more noise in the bathroom. Nothing happens.
And
I'm too like.
He told me, and I was exhausted at this point, like basically asleep. He's like, I'm gonna have to shit in the field.
Yeah.
Because we're staying like on a land that has a lot of field. Okay. And I'm like, what? Like, why can't you just go to the bathroom if like you have to shit in the field? Like, why can't you just go to the bathroom? And he's like, no, like, it's not going to work. Like, I have to go out there in the field. And I was too tired to fight him on it. So I was like, you know what? Go. But what I was afraid of is that my dad would be doing work and that he would find the shit and that he would be like, there's human feces. Somebody is trying to fuck with us. And I didn't want my family, specifically my brother and dad,
This is a good call.
to think that someone was trying to shit on our property.
Looking back afterwards,
because
right
if that
call.
had happened, there'd be a lot of problems.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would have cracked.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron probably would have been accused of some sort of, I don't know what.
Yeah.
But I think it was best to clean up the evidence because I didn't want my family to find human shit.
100%.
And so, I told him to just do it in a bag. Then he comes back to bed. He says, it's been done. And I buried it in the ground with the bag. And now I'm kind of worried about like, okay, what are the effects that this is going to have on the environment? But I'm too tired to think about that. So I just fall asleep. We'll deal with it in the morning. Do you want to say your side of the story? Or do we keep going?
I mean, we can talk about happened on my end of the spectrum because it was like a bit of an event. It was truly spiritual because like I felt the effects of the thing that I had taken in the house, but I was still so tense. I went out with this bag and this roll that Sophia was nice enough to give me,
Roll of paper towels.
and I went out. As soon as I touched grass, I felt myself ready. Okay? I didn't even honestly, if someone walked out of the screen door, they would have seen me squatting. They would have seen me fully squatting like 50 feet away. It was just like something about the moon, and I think how quiet it was, and I was near the tree. I was like, this is so beautiful. And oh my God, it was crazy. I won't get graphic, but like imagine a waterfall for like 30 seconds. Anyway, okay, that's it.
So did you feel release, or did you still feel constipated after?
I mean, I did, because we're talking about like nearly a week's worth, but it was enough to survive. Like, I can live to see another day. I was going to die that night if that didn't happen. So I take this bag and I go, fuck, where do I put it? Because now I'm in this thing, and Sophia's dad and brother, they're always doing work on the farm. If they find this, I am so fucked. It was my worst fear coming out. Sophia has a red face, and she cracked, and like they found a bag of my shit in the woods. That's pretty hard to explain. So
Their worst fear is us sleeping in the same bed. Little do they freaking know that my boyfriend is shitting in their field.
in a bag, burying it in the dirt. So I buried it, right? I found a spot. I went deep, and I also got really scared out in the forest because I had my phone and a YouTube video started playing and I didn't know, so I heard a woman's voice, or a real play or something. It was a person, I don't know, and I screamed. And then I dropped my phone and I lost it in the field. Do you remember when I told you that? That's what happened. I scared myself and I ran away. And so I was carrying a bag of my shit and I was running.
He did come back to bed and he was like, my phone is gone. And I was like, how the fuck do you lose your phone by shitting in a bag? I was just so tired. I was like, okay, honey, we'll find it in the morning.
She could not be bothered.
I could not be bothered.
You were out. You asked no question tonight. You just were like, I'm so done with this bullshit. Valid. So fucking valid. So anyway, I find a good spot and I'm like, okay, I will mark this for tomorrow. And I buried it. I think I buried it decently deep. And then I went to bed. I washed up a ton.
Did you grab a shovel? How did you bury it?
With my own hands.
That's disgusting.
It was in a bag.
But you were digging the dirt with your hands like a
Yeah.
freaking feral animal.
Yes, and my feet. So yeah, then I buried it, kind of like left marking so I could find it. And then we woke up and then it was Operation Dispose of the Evidence, which was a success. I did learn that when I looked it up, we did put it in a place that is illegal, but that's okay.
Why was it illegal? Oh, okay, yeah. We went to this store. We won't say which one. In Sonoma. And
It was like it's like
no, Aaron like
wasn't
kept
like a family like inside a place. Like
no. It was an open air situation, like a public trash can. Like we found a good spot. We were not going to just put it in someone's bins.
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
not that
We're not psychotic.
because Aaron was thinking about that.
That would be psychotic.
He was thinking about doing that, and I said people are going to think that you're hate criming them if they find human shit in their trash bins. Really bad, yeah. And so anyway, we are, Aaron never asked me to go for a walk, but he keeps asking me to go for a walk that day because he wants to dispose of the evidence.
Also, in case of his family, 1% chance this leaks. Yes, we did take it in the car, but let me just say we double bagged it. We put it in a paper bag, and I held it outside the window down the highway. There was no cross-contam. None. Continue.
So, yeah, Aaron was like, this smells disgusting. And I got in the car and I did what I got to do. And I drove him.
You were really supportive.
I drove him
It was
to
really sweet.
the nearest public trash can so that he could dispose of his shit. And we will insert the video. right here. So enjoy that.
I almost got caught by a grandma and her little granddaughter, and I was like, what can I do? I can either run away and look sus and they think it's like a real threat, or I can wave. So I waved. Anyway,
So
that's the end of that.
that was
Then
our
we got a
NASCAR
great
weekend.
coffee.
Yeah, we did get a great coffee.
The coffee was excellent.
So
after.
good. I got that again on 4th of July.
Really?
I got it.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Like all the stores were still open on the 4th.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because of the
Over
parade.
there. Yeah, over there.
And I went in there and I got my little cough, and it was so good.
Delish.
Anyway, guys, yeah. So if we ever go to NASCAR again together, which we don't really know if that will happen or not, but if we do, we'll let you know if another like situation has occurred.
I'm really hoping, like, I gotta work it out. I probably gotta see a specialist who can just talk me through this situation and what I can do, because it really, I think I would love to travel, but that really inhibits my ability to enjoy
So when you were in
myself.
the hotel room with your family,
Still, I honestly still had the same problem.
wow,
It wasn't until today where I had a good time.
wow, that's
Mhm.
like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was. The hotel was obviously better, but also my brother was pretty much in the hotel the entire time too.
I don't know if you seem better to me though, honestly. You still look a little rough, like a little bit like
What-
you're in pain a little bit.
What do you mean by that?
Just like kind of. You look a little
What
bit
do-
like
what-
dazed
In what way?
mentally.
Well, that just moves me in my resting state. To be honest, I'm trying to like get back in shape, kind of. I was just checking to see if you would laugh.
I would never laugh at you for getting into
Every
shape.
time, like I'm changing or like whatever, Sophia will be like, it won't be necessarily directed at me,
No,
but it'll always
You're
be
making
like,
me sound like an evil witch.
no. Let me just say.
Do you guys think I'm an evil character or do you think Aaron's an evil character? I know you guys think that I'm the evil character, but you know what?
So
I'm an anti-hero. Go. Say what I
Oh.
do. Say the evil things.
well, sometimes Sophia would just be like, oh, like I don't even know. It'll be something like that where I'm just like, oh, do I look a little rough? I guess I do. I guess I must.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you all the time. I think because my family's honest with me and I love you.
No, I do like it.
And like if there's something off with you, I'm going to tell you.
No,
And
I appreciate
if there's
that.
something off with me, you should tell me.
Yeah, and
Which is
I
like
do.
a lot of the time. Like I think I just look in the mirror and I know exactly what's off with me most of the time.
And you know what? I do appreciate it. I do like that upfrontness.
But Aaron, like you don't want to be one of those people that they age or they get into a relationship and they stop caring about what they look like.
Totally.
And you know what? I know that, look, this is going to be a hot take, but I don't give a shit anymore. I think that there's like this idea that you like kind of don't have to try anymore, or you don't have to like look attractive when you're in a long-term relationship because quote unquote, who are you looking attractive for? I hate those kind of people. You should always be trying to look attractive for your damn self. I'm not saying that you have to be like super 10 out of 10 hot, right? But 10 out of 10 for your damn self.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Do it. Find your 10 out of 10 and strive for that for yourself. Now, yes, I do have makeup swiped all over my face and I am in a baggy t-shirt, but this is not a prime example right now. I'm not always a 10 out of 10 on the pod because my mind is communicating to you before my face. So you guys get that, and that's all I can say about that. Yeah. This is weekday, Sophia, so my brain is really slow. It's
You're
like
honestly doing
mush.
great for your week low point, which is your Wednesday.
It's Tuesday, Aaron.
But I'm saying it's about to be Wednesday.
My week low point, it gets really bad. It gets to the point where I can't speak for like an hour, and then I have a panic attack. I do think so. I started out.
What is that clicking? Do you hear that clicking? Literally, what is that?
I don't know, Aaron.
Who
Can you like
cares?
focus?
Yeah.
Have you been taking your ADHD medication?
Yeah, I did. I took it today.
Really, I can't tell.
Continue
Well, no, it's bothering me.
with your work situation.
No, there's no work situation. It's just like I started listening again every time that I get depressed at work. I listen to Andre's Dinner My Dinner with Andre.
Mm.
With the first time that I listened to it, for those of you who don't know, it's basically these two actors that I guess wrote this film. It's
Yeah.
like a full length film, but it's just one scene dinner. It feels more like an original version of a podcast, actually,
Right.
which I really enjoyed. And it's
Yeah,
kind of
that's a good way of
about
putting
these
it.
two old friends who are coming together because one of them, Andre, he a mutual friend sees him like crying in this alleyway and says you should really go see him. He's down pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the other guy's name?
In real life?
They have their same names. As
Oh,
in real
Wally
life.
Shawn?
Wally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Wally goes to see him, and when I first listened to it, I was like, Andre is so annoying. Like I could not stand this man at all.
Yeah.
He seemed like a very archetype of a person.
Yeah.
But then I started to empathize with him, and I realized I'm Andre. I'm Andre, and Aaron is Wally.
You think I'm Wally?
You think that you're Andre? I don't at all.
I think I could be.
100% not. I don't even think a little bit of you is Andre.
I mean, the thing where he talks about like the coffee, I do.
Yeah, that's Wally.
Yeah, I know.
You're Wally.
But the when he's ordering the food, that was giving opposite. Anyway, you're talking about the internal existential stuff. I get what you're
I'm
saying.
talking about the characters as a whole.
Yeah, of course. Not like a thing. Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
yes, maybe Wally isn't as much of a foodie, but okay. Neither's really Andre.
Yeah,
They're like eating little quail at like this fancy restaurant. Like, I don't think that's really important to the plot.
True, you're right. Fuck it.
I don't know. I just kind of wanted to discuss that a little bit
Yeah,
because
what about Andre are you identifying with? Like, he feels like his whole life is a waste. Like, he wastes his whole life.
I think it's more that like what really struck me is the way that he thinks about how passive people are.
Yeah,
And that
for
is
sure.
something that deeply disturbs me.
Mm-hmm.
And
Totally.
I think when you're like working a 9 to 5 or you're
Yeah.
just like going about your day and you have to actively turn off a part of your brain just in general, just
To survive.
surviving life. And, you know, I grew up in a family where like you do talk about everything and that's kind of how you communicate.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very grateful for that because I do think like Andre in one of the scenes was talking about how he had just lost his mother and he was in a room at a dinner party with close friends that he'd known his whole life and they just didn't say anything about it. They didn't even ask him if he was okay. And they just kind of glazed it over because they didn't want to talk about it. And I think that I do have a lot of close friendships, especially that I've made later in my life that, or I'd say high school on, that I've made because I've probably been friends with more artistic people
Right.
that they're more drawn to talking about those things. And so I feel that those relationships are closer.
Sure.
But I don't know. I think that when you're operating on a day-to-day life, and especially because, you know, you do kind of have to turn your brain off to a lot of things just to survive. And I think that like deeply disturbs me. And it makes me so sad that I could cry sometimes. And I think that Andre felt that way. And I don't know. He was just very like, he was in search of something. And I think right now at this moment in my life, I feel very lost.
Yeah.
I feel, and I've always felt very certain of who I am, very motivated and very thrilled by the things that I'm passionate about. And I've always been satisfied with just pursuing what I love. But I think that that's gone in such a wayward way. And it's been like 4 years. And I know that doesn't seem like a long time in the grand scheme of things. But to someone who's not, you know, I'm 26. So that actually does still feel like a long time to me. And I think that I'm just like hitting a not a crisis. I don't feel like I'm in crisis at all. But I do feel like this yearning for something greater.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that I had that something greater. And I'm slowly starting to lose it, which is freaking me out a little bit. It's freaking me out.
Well, what do you think that something greater was?
I think I was in community with people.
Sure.
And I've completely lost all community.
Right.
And I realized, like, as an adult, you have to, like, actively be building a community.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to, like, search people out. And to be honest with you, even as a kid, like, it was really hard for me to find that. I did not make friends easily. I lose friends very easily. And I am not, I'm an accepting person, of course, but I'm not fully accepting
Well,
of,
here's what I will say about you is you are incredibly honest, right? And I think there is something, and I definitely feel it too, when you're searching for connection, there are times where I definitely feel like very inauthentic about it, or I can feel other people's inauthenticity.
but I think you like the
I
inauthenticity.
don't. You think I
But
like inauthenticity?
that's not what I mean by that. I think that
You think I'm more
I
comfortable
think you're
with it than
more
you.
okay with having
I agree
a one
completely.
level relationship or a
Yes.
relationship that doesn't go that deep.
Yes.
And for me, like, I could be friends with you for years,
Right.
and if I don't feel that, like, I just stop.
Yeah.
But also, I'm not putting in the effort, like, because there are friends that I haven't talked to in a very long time that I feel that with, that I feel that very deep, strong connection with, that are my people that I'm just not seeing because I'm not around them.
Right.
And I think that, like, when I was growing up, especially because I come from a big family, there was just like there's a constant sense of community and obligation. And I think that we've lost that in society completely. I think that it's unique that I come from that because of my cultures as well. And there's something that is hard about that. There's something really hard about that because you're seen as part of a group first, then as yourself. And I think that that's really difficult when you're trying to, like, just grow up and understand who you are and you're a kid. But I also think that that's really important because I don't know, like, I can sit with my family and be talking about nothing for hours, and
Right.
that is when I feel the most fulfilled.
Totally.
And it's not even that I necessarily, like, need that from my family. I just think I need that in general. And
Yeah.
I don't really know how to find it. And I think that when I was working at the Pilates studio, at least I had some semblance of that
Sure.
with, like, women my age in my life
Yeah.
that were at least somewhat pursuing something similar.
Right.
And there was, like, some sort of camaraderie in that. And I'm not saying, like, we bonded because it was toxic. You know what I mean? But there's something nice about that. And I feel like a lot of people are leaving LA. I don't really feel those close connections that I used to feel. And I feel a little bit like, should I continue this? Should I continue down this path?
Mm-hmm.
Is it worth it? And what exactly am I doing and chasing? Because I don't necessarily feel like I have to be in LA to pursue acting, to be completely honest with you.
Right.
I think it's something that I've really convinced myself of. And I think that if I just went home, like, part of me has told myself that my whole identity would have to shift back to who I was when I was home, and it just wouldn't be the same. But I don't know. And I don't even necessarily know if I want to go home. I think I just want some sort of community. And I don't really think I found that in LA in the 4 years that I've been here. And right. I do actually need that. I need that. And I don't think it's a natural thing in LA.
Mm-mm.
I think, like, in a city that's closer, it's probably a little bit more natural.
Sure.
But this feels, I just feel so isolated. Like, you went away for like a week last week, and I was sick, and it was the week before my period, so I was just down bad. And I I don't know. Like I felt like so alone. I felt
Yeah.
really alone. And when I went home this past week and like you weren't with me, obviously, like I didn't feel like I needed you there. Like,
Right.
not that I didn't miss you. I missed you a lot, but
Sure.
like I just felt like a full person, like just when I was with people or not, I guess.
Right.
And I think here it's very much like I have work and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And my auditions are virtual. It's not like I have a community of actors here. It's not like I have a community of artists. And I guess I'm just wondering, like, what is the next step for me? Because if life continues this way, like, I don't want to be complacent. Like, I don't want to be, oh, yes, I have to do this. And that's how I'll get my goals. And that's how I'll because what happens if for 5 more years I have to struggle like this? And is it really worth it to stay in LA, because what is that bringing me? You know what I mean? Like, I've shot one thing since I shot my last film 2 years ago, and it was a short film that shot here that I could have driven for.
Right. Okay. We're back. Sorry,
Honestly,
the
you
camera
guys,
died.
Aaron's more obsessed with this right now than I am. I feel like I'm bringing the mood down, and I want to apologize.
You're not
And
bringing the
my hives
mood
are
down
out, my
at all.
hives are out.
Honestly, this conversation need to happen because it's been ongoing for, I feel like, months now, and you've been saying this over and over again. So look, this is the place to address it, right?
Yeah.
Where we can talk about it and talk through it instead of just feeling like, you know, sometimes on the pod I feel like we're more articulate with each other.
I think you're more articulate.
I think you are too.
Yeah, because I can't cry.
You can cry if you need to cry.
I feel constipated emotionally, honestly.
Yeah. We're all feeling a little backed up, I guess. I mean, look, I don't want to. I think, and look.
And then I worry, like, I know that
Mhm.
this may be an anxious thought, but then I'm like, am I just living this life because Aaron is convincing me that me leaving is just my anxiety?
Am I convincing you that you leaving is your anxiety?
I think a little, yeah.
No.
I don't know.
Well, look, if you want to try whatever you want to try, I am fully supportive of you 1000%.
I know that I'm not going to be happy unless I let acting go. And I think that it's time to just, like, let it go, and then maybe it will come naturally. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that I am very fixated on it, and I have been for years, of like, this is what's going to make my life complete. And I do believe, like, I still believe that. Like, I believe that acting is truly what makes me happiest. But in pursuit of that, I've really cut off all other joy in my life. And, you know, I thought, like, okay, I'm going to get a full-time job, and that'll be able to, like, fulfill me and replace acting. But not at all. And same with, you know, moving and leaving home and changing things up. Like, none of that really did fulfill me.
Right.
And I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
I don't think you're doing anything wrong.
I think I'm doing a lot wrong.
Like
and
what?
Like, should I have just moved to New York? No, because it would be the same thing. But, like, how would I even know? Because I've been here for 4 years and I'm still feeling stuck.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like my life has really moved forward in the last 4 years. And I think it's because I'm not as active. Like, I don't know. Like, what am I just not being positive enough? Like, am I not, like, I don't know, but I do know that, like, I need to be more active. And I just feel like when I'm sitting at a desk, like, I literally feel my body wasting away.
Yeah. That's a great way of putting it. And look, I felt that up. I worked at home, and I felt that at my job.
And then I'm like, Sophia, you're such a baby. Like, people actually, like, would kill to be in your position.
Yeah, of course.
And
No,
I
look.
feel like, you know, people remind me that, and then I feel so guilty for the way that I feel. And then I'm
Why?
like, because it's like, I should be grateful that I even have a job. I should be grateful that I'm able to live in like a great neighborhood in a city. Like, you know what I mean? And like if I had stayed home, I would have had regrets about that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Um so I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do because I don't want to look back and be like, you wasted that time. And I honestly, I think that I'm starting to think that I have wasted these 4 years. I think I'm feeling that way because I haven't built deep community. And that's really like, I thought that it would come with acting. Like I thought that, okay, like you'll book a TV show. You'll book a film that will really bring people into your life and like make you feel like how you felt in college. And I just don't think that I've, but then again, you know what? Like I'm being completely honest, I've always struggled with that. I've always struggled with friendships. When I go home, I feel like an outsider. I feel like a freak. And I'm 26 years old. Like you got to get over that at some point. You got to just be proactive and make community and get over the fact that you felt weird as a kid. Like that needs to be done. So I'm mad at myself.
Why are you mad at yourself?
Because I feel like
Look, I can't make I haven't made a single friend outside of people
but
that I
Aaron,
went to
you make
school
friends
with.
I feel like more easily than me and you're quieter. Like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't.
I think it's literally just people who I went to school with. And they're, for the most part, single only men. No offense to those who are listening. God bless all of you. I love you dearly. But I think that you would not. There's a give and a take, and I still feel lonely.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
When?
All the time.
No, you don't feel
Yeah,
lonely.
I do.
I don't believe you.
Well, I'm telling you the truth that I still feel lonely.
No.
Yeah, you think I'm lying to you?
Yeah.
Not. Do I not
You
communicate
lie
that
to
way?
make people feel better. That's honestly what you do. I've seen you do it before.
I'm not lying.
Ever since we were little, I saw that. Seriously.
I'm not lying to you. Like when you go away, and I'm like you were saying that when I was gone on my little golf trip, you felt really alone. You were really sick. When you're gone, I feel really alone and isolated. It's because we're meant to be.
But I don't think that we should be the only people in each other's life. I think that that's really toxic, actually.
I don't think it's really toxic.
I do.
We're not toxic. We're in love.
I'm not saying. What I'm saying is I want to have multiple avenues that
Of
make me
course.
happy, and I
I
don't want
agree.
it to be just my relationship. I think
agree.
that that's really wrong.
I agree.
And lately it has been just this that's made me happy, and I don't want that. I don't.
Yeah.
I want multiple things to make me happy. I want to be very fulfilled in all aspects of my life. And I blame it on my job. I'm like, oh, well, it's just because I'm working that I'm unhappy. But is it? Or was I unhappy before I got this job? Yes. So it's on me to choose my life. And I've just fucked it up.
Oh.
I fucked it up.
What did you fuck up?
I don't know. I thought my life would be in such a different place by now. Honestly, I really did.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer on this podcast. Like, I'm
You're
really trying to lift you
not.
guys up. But I really, for example, Aaron finished the script. And it was a beautiful script. It was everything that I ever hoped. I thought my life would change after that script finished. And we're in the exact same position that we're in. You know? It's like, I thought my life would change, you know, when you producing your podcast. I thought that that would change something. We're in the exact same position that we've been in for the past 4 years. And so I think, like, I keep waiting on you. And I just need to be the one to go try something. And maybe we're holding each other back. Do you ever think about that?
I don't feel that way, but you're also very supportive of me. And you really push me to do things.
Yeah, I do push you to do things. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
But I get that. I mean, I get like you feel unfulfilled. You don't feel like you've established what you want to, so I get the feeling of wanting to try something new. I'm not trying to tell you that's in your head or something. Like I get, and you're allowed and right to feel that way. I guess my main question is like what do you, aside from moving home, which is like obviously would help with a lot of the aspects that you're talking to, and that's always an open possibility, what do you feel like you would have or do differently? And that's not what I'm saying to be complacent, to be frickin' dinner with Andre. I'm not saying that this is, you should be happy and okay with this. Like, I don't think that that's right either, because the truth is you're unhappy, right? So it doesn't matter. It obviously, there's a lot to be grateful for, but I don't think that that's the problem. The problem is, like, you've established that you're not being fulfilled, and you're allowed to not be fulfilled. You're allowed to not feel like you're not fulfilled at this stage in your life for the hours that you've put in,
But I've
for the
felt that
things
way
that you
for
want.
since I've graduated.
Mm-hmm. Sure. I mean, you haven't got
But
what you
honestly, to be fair, I do feel more fulfilled than when I was like. But it's like, what happens? Like, for example, we finished the script. I got
Right.
what I wanted, and I don't feel differently.
wanted. Right. Well, there's been no for momentum yet on that, but it's only been like 2 weeks, so
3.
well, look who's counting. It's been 3. This is 3. This is week 3. Really?
Yeah.
But this will be week 3. Oh, I
Yeah.
guess it's Wednesday. So yeah. No, we're on a freaking week and a half hiatus. Well, I mean, here's what I'll say to this, and here's what I can offer you. That's all I can do at the end of the day. You can take it and leave it, and I think, look, a mere hubby to be. Our families met, by the way. That was pretty good.
There has been no proposal of any sort. So if you guys are getting that idea in your head when he says hubby to be or when he calls me his wife, like, it is not official. Let me just tell you.
No, but there's a certain photo on a FaceTime.
No, I don't want you to share this with the pod. This is private.
Yeah, but I'm going to make you look at it because you're doubting me right now. Because look at how happy you were.
I know it's burnt in that photo. Wow.
We
got some sun.
We got some sun, yeah. Anyway, guys, our families met, whatever. I'm not going to linger on
Our
that.
parents had already met, but Aaron's parents came over to my house and they met my grandparents, and it was actually really special. The only one not there was my papu, but he was watching.
And my brother.
Yeah, but he didn't want to be there. That's
For the
okay.
best. No disrespect, MKP. He didn't want to be there. I would say win a 10 out of 10.
It went really well, yeah.
Anyway.
My abuelitos were obsessed with your parents.
Frick.
They thought they were so intelligent. They are. They're very intelligent people.
They had fun.
Yeah, my parents had fun too.
But, anyway, as I was saying before, look, and I said it, and I have been saying it, if we don't feel by the end of this year like anything is coming to be, let's just get the fuck out of here.
Well, where do we go and what do we do? And I don't want to wait till the end of the year because that's 6 months that I could be doing other stuff. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I sit every single day for like 8 hours a day, and I want to feel free. Like, I've never wanted to feel more free in my entire life. Like, I don't want to worry about money anymore. And I'm sure that this is what everyone in their life says. This is what people say. And then they end up 50 years at the same job, and that's it. And like, I can literally feel my chest tightening as I speak about this.
Yeah. I mean, that is brutal, and that is a lot of people's reality.
And then
That's
it's
not
like,
gonna be
it's
yours.
stupid to complain about.
No, it's
But
not stupid to complain about. This is like a thing that everyone feels. No one likes this disposition.
Then why do they make people do it? Because I really don't think you need to be sitting at a desk for 8 hours a day. I really don't. I don't think it's
agree.
necessary fully.
I freaking fully agree.
I don't know. I want to be acting.
Yeah.
I really want to be acting. I've literally thought so far as I'm like, do I just start posting online? Do I just start being an influencer? Do I just try to be an influencer like that? Because at least I'd have freedom with my day. What?
No, continue,
Make this quick.
please.
What I wanted to say is I was watching back our podcast. I was watching your guys' comments, seeing your views. I thought to myself, Svea, you said the same thing 2 months ago when you last posted a podcast. You said that you wanted to change your life. You said that you needed to do something new. And you said that you were waiting on Aaron. Whose fault is that? Your own. Not Aaron's. And I feel like I was a little harsh on you during that pod. I just want to apologize.
When you threatened to spider monkey me.
No. Like a few minutes ago when I threatened to break up with you.
Oh, like in the present day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why do you feel that way?
Because I feel like this relationship is a little bit harsh on my end.
How so?
I feel like I'm harsh on you. I am. And I know you put up with it because I'm a baddie. But to be honest, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of my bullshit. I need to just make my life better. I need to be the one to change it. I gotta just go out and do it. And I gotta hustle. I gotta hustle and make it happen for myself. It doesn't matter what happens on the way there. It matters that I get there.
What are you gonna do?
You'll find out soon.
Okay.
I think that the night before, I think it's hard to podcast when I have work the next day because
Yeah.
I also am like just thinking about like having to work and then I get really tired and then I'm just like trying to stay awake.
There's a bit of an existential moment going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and it gets very existential for me, I think, when I go to work because it's like you sit in a cubicle for 8 hours a day and then you're like, okay.
I feel like maybe in terms of like podcast day, which is good that we did it on a Tuesday because like I agree this is not the right day. Maybe like a Wednesday or a Thursday, dare I say?
Thursday.
Is probably best. Oh yeah, not
I think
on Wednesday.
honestly a Thursday or Friday for the next week.
Yeah, I would probably
Like
agree
a
with that in the
Friday.
future.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or even a Saturday, dare I say.
Why?
Even a Saturday.
Why the heck not?
Why not? Now, I was going to try to like whip this around and give it like a positive spin. I don't know if I'm in the headspace for that right now, but I will say I just miss my family and I miss community. And I think that that's really what it comes down to. And I don't want to feel lonely. And I want to feel like I've lived a full, beautiful life. And if I'm going to be complaining about it for the last 6 months, and that's every single podcast that you guys see, that gets dull, that gets boring. So we got to up it over here. We got to up our game. So I'm going to be vlogging, actually. So.
Queuing little guy, big girl announcement. Summer Sophia podcast. You will see Sophia in a variety of different locations in the coming weeks, probably. And she will be vlogging around America.
That's not true, actually.
Yes.
Who's going to send me around America, Aaron?
You're going across America.
I'm just going to Maine.
That's far.
But you're acting like I'm like doing an American tour, Aaron. I'm not doing that.
You're going to one place. You'll probably be in SF at some point. Probably with me. What if, okay, we get that founder pod off the road? Interview Pacific Cafe.
Yeah, let's do that.
Come on.
Our favorite restaurant of all time is closing.
I feel like they'd be into that.
I think they would too.
I feel like
Okay, let's think about what we gotta do.
Yeah.
We gotta actually activate and we gotta do things. Otherwise, I'm out. I'm going to Italy.
You'd pick Italy first?
It was just the first
I
place
don't blame
that
you,
popped
girl.
in my head.
I could do that too. I was thinking more Mexico City.
With you, yeah, but Italy by myself.
Oof.
Anyway, y'all. FIFA for fun, bitches. I'm sorry that this one wasn't as uplifting, but next time we'll do it on a weekend so I'm a little bit brighter.
Yeah, there are hopefully we're gonna put out some like shorter Sophia vlogs, maybe little guy will feature, and
We have
then
more time now that Aaron's not writing. And I do want to say in the last part, I was like, Aaron, I'm just waiting for you to finish. I'm just waiting for you to do it. I'm just waiting for you to do it, do it, do it. And you did. And it was the most beautiful script I've ever read. And it really touched my soul deeply.
thanks.
Yeah.
We worked really hard on it, and Sophia
and
doesn't
it's
take
done.
look, and I will say this, Sophia really doesn't take credit for things. She really just puts herself down a lot of the time. And I'm speaking to the camera, I'm not even speaking to Sophia, so I'm not even going to look at her when I say this. But you know what? It's really hard to actively, and I mean this for like even people listening or watching, it can be really hard for certain types of people to see progress because it's more than just one single thing, right? And I'll give this script for example, which Sophia would never take any credit for,
Because I didn't write it.
but it's in many ways her story, almost I would say completely. Yes, I did a lot of the physical writing, but she was, I'm sure, if anyone has ever identified as a writer whatsoever, the hardest thing is someone who actually takes a deep appreciation and care of your work enough to actually read it and read it thoughtfully and give you honest, critical feedback. It's so easy to say, oh, yeah, that's good enough, whatever. But to someone who's actually going to sit down and not just give you advice, but like walk you through it. We worked on this thing, I want to say, for like 2 years, since like 2024
Mm-hmm.
when we started writing it. I mean, like, it was on and off, of course. It wasn't like full on writing every single day, but it was like, there were times where we were just going full on it. And part of the reason that it got done was due to, and I'm not saying those things needed to happen, but like in the way that you can't be cognizant of, for example, last year was a horrible, terrible, stagnant year where it felt like nothing got done and nothing happened. But I felt like in ruminating towards that, what felt like an endless cycle of nothingness and writer's block and bullshit and work and quitting shitty jobs and working shitty jobs, I felt like we felt what the script was about, which was that feeling of being stuck.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I didn't know how to articulate that
Mm-hmm.
2 years ago because it was like, oh, I'll write the script in a month. I had no idea. I knew the feeling, and I think we both had that feeling of what we wanted it to be. But it was really the last few years of our life together where I feel like we were able to really get a sense of articulating it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to say. And you might want to reject your part in this, but and you have to acknowledge this, there is a 0% chance that would have been written without you.
That is true. Yeah. Because of my story.
And you pushed me to finish it.
That's
And
true.
you gave me notes every single time there's a draft. How many people would do that for other people? I think that's a creative partner. That's more than just some side piece, which you're not.
I didn't think I was ever a side piece.
But that's, I think, what I'm really trying to say. And I think, when I get into the headspace of thinking about my life in like a day by day sense, I personally get very unhappy because this is not what I want my life to be. This is not my end goal for my life. If this is where I am in 5 years, yeah, I'd be disappointed in myself. But reflecting on the last few years, and last year was really hard, and it was really hard for Sophia and her family, I do think, like, any slivers of progress or steps or these things that we kind of are turning, like it feels like we say this all the time, but it feels like we're pushing like a rock up a hill and just never ending. And it does feel like we've pushed it just like a little bit further with something that is actually now under our belts. And I feel like it's kind of opened us up in a way that, we haven't even been able to explore that much because I left for like a trip. Then we went home. And then this is like the first week that we're like kind of properly back, right? So I think that we haven't explored what this new post chapter is going to be. And look, it's been really hard, and you were really patient with me for the first, really, since like February, basically. I was full time writing until June to get this done.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't focusing on anything else. We didn't podcast basically consistently at all through those months because I was full time writing to blitz this out.
Yeah, you're right.
Right? And we buckled down and we said,
we did decide to make that sacrifice.
and we decided on that. We said it's going to be fucking brutal, but we have to get it done. This is the only way it's going to get done because we want to finish it and we want to make this thing. And we want to move on and we want to make other things. We want to be more consistent with podcasting. And we got that done to a point where we are happy enough to show it around to people. And when, and we're fine from there. But like, to my feelings are, we aren't really behind. Like, this is what we set out to do. It's just like we finished this thing, so it's like, okay, we can't let it go. We got to hold on, and we just got to keep moving forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree. And you're right. The times that we've really been talking about on this pod have been when we've been grinding on the script or we've been kind of in a stagnant place because we were either both working full-time jobs or you had just quit yours and we had to figure things out.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think that this is a new chapter in our lives because the script is done. So
yeah,
I guess I just don't know what happens now. And that's actually kind of exciting if you look at the flip side of it. So hopefully we get to podcast more and connect with you guys because I do think that this feeds me in a way.
it feeds the both of us.
And it also, like, even though Aaron and I are very talkative and we always communicate about how we're feeling, for some reason, I do feel that we communicate even better when we're podcasting sometimes. Mm-hmm. And we're able to, like, see the problem from a different perspective than just being in our own heads, even though, of course, I do have anxiety on the pod as well, as you've witnessed previously just now on this episode. But yeah, I agree with you, and I think that's a good way to look at it. So let's see.
And I just want to say, for anyone who feels stagnant, I think this is a very common thing that people feel in their 20s. And just because, like, I've been in a place where like a year goes by and I went, oops, it's New Year's. What the fuck? And I think that doesn't mean your year was a waste. I think it informs the latter years as long as you are cognizant and come to a point where you take action. You're talking about my dinner with Andre. It's kind of optimistic because he's woken up, and the rest of it is like, he has the whole rest of his life. I think you just need to identify what you want, and
I know what I want, though.
But what I'm saying is, years where you feel stagnant, that doesn't mean you did anything. You did nothing wrong, girl.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Well, you guys, it's been like 2 hours, so we had a lot of catching up to do. Missed you guys. Thank you for tuning in, as always.
And we'll see you guys next week.
See you next week.
We're going to go back to once a week podcasting.
And we mean it this time because we've been saying the last 4 podcasts.
We've been saying that for the last 2 years. Have a good time.
Be fun, bitches.